Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to review of Can You Keep a Secret, Episode 5. You know, last week was the spicy episode. It was a spicy episode where Yui went full frontal on Matsuko. Like, she went full frontal, and then we were happy to see that. Like, oh my god, Yui went in. So now we're going into this episode, guys, where now it's more like a sweet and spicy episode. Sweet and spicy episode. You're talking about an adult rom-com that has both sweet and spicy, kind of like a sweetness and lightning. Well, not fun. Something more of a sweet and spicy mix. This is the show for you. I love these two couple, and I asked myself this question. After 5 episodes, of all the rom-coms this year, is this the best couple this winter? Now, here's the thing. That's a good question. Because after 5 episodes, it comes to my attention that Yui and Matsuko's relationship is so good compared to the two tsunderes between those guys, between the couple. And I'm married to a girlfriend and I can't stand in class. I mean, those two are tied. I'm looking at this couple. They both tying it up. This whole rom-com vow, who's best couple. Now, I'm not adding new seasons. I'm not adding old seasons. I'm cutting this rom-com now. Now, is this the best rom-com this year? I mean, not this year, but this season alone? Yes. Because it's one of those adult rom-coms that's being slept on. Because I feel like after watching 365 Days of the Wedding, it is a rom-com to watch. Whereas this rom-com, they're taking this whole rom-com to a whole nother level. Just for these two to smash. So, without further ado, let's get right to it with episode 5 review of it. Okay. So now it's summertime. You got Yui and Matsuko's relationship decide like what they want to do, and I do like the idea that these two are arguing over where they want to go. Like it's like for a couple, you want to go out on a vacation, you got to decide what you want to do. Some people prefer this, some people prefer that. I like how Yui wants to go to Okinawa and Mitsuko wants to go to Hokkaido. I like Hokkaido. Let me ask you this: if you would have asked me where would I want to go between Okinawa or Hokkaido, I will take Hokkaido like that any day of the week. I will take Hokkaido any day of the week between Hokkaido and Okinawa. Because here's the thing, guys. I am a cold person. I was born in November. I love the cold. My least favorite season is summer. There's a chart from best to worst. It's winter, then fall, then spring, then summer. Those are in order from best to worst. I don't like summer. So that whole argument with this, like they want to go to Hokkaido, they want to go to the hot. I like these two arguing because they had like this night and day, cold and hot climate. Like your girl, like for example, your girl like hot days, I like cold days. You know, we gotta work out an agreement here to see where do we want to go. Like where do we want to fit? Now this whole thing was planned out a month ago, so they already planned out where they want to go before the work ends. So before the summer starts, so they had this whole idea. But when I thought about that moment where they said Hokkaido or Okinawa, it came to my attention like it's like a reference to the Hokkaido gals and the Okinawa rom-com anime. Which, by the way, guys, I will cover that Okinawa anime on Thursday. Yeah, this Thursday I'm gonna cover it in the morning. I ain't get a chance to watch it yet because so much stuff happened. But like I said, I will do the Okinawa anime on Thursday. Now, Wednesday? No, I'm gonna do it Thursday. Okay, Thursday. Now, back to what I'm saying. This is so good that they decided to like, you know what, I like Mitsuri, I like the guy, he's like, he doesn't want to argue with her, but if you want to do it, he'll do it because he loved her. So, it was nice and sweet that they decided to go even on this, decided to go out. This is why this show is so important, because when you're in a relationship, you decide on what you want to do. Make your girl happy. You gotta make your girl happy. And because of that, I respect that. I do. So they went out, got the whole planned trip now. And it was spectacular. We got to see some moments where they're enjoying a good time as a couple and not hiding from the crew. They enjoy their time going out. Like all romance is going out, see new places, take photos, even getting caught by the camera people. And she being shy. You know, it's funny because I was thinking to myself, can you imagine if the film crews saw them together and every office people know this? They're like, oh my gosh, you're together? Yo, that would have shocked head waves, like legit shock head waves. Now, the first night that they get cock blocked, I mean, those maids came in, the workers came in, and they stopped all the action, so you didn't get all that. Now, they had beautiful moments there. Again, sightseeing and the way how, her in the swimsuit, really nice, by the way. And the fact that they show a passionate romance kissing where they were kissing in front of the sunflower, kissing in that beautiful sun with the sunflowers, with a set of sunflowers. That is so romantic as it get. That is so romantic as it get. And I like how they both mention I like how much we bring up the fact that Yui likes him from the beginning. Like how it all starts. Which is why this is an important episode as well, because we wanted to see what made him like Yui. Like at what point did these two like each other? And at this point we found out in this episode that they had a drinking party. Everyone's having fun. And these two were the last two standing. And even if they were drunk or not, he said, I like Yuri. He said it. But that didn't stop them because they got it on. Yes, they got it on every time they smashed. And like, come on, they smashed in the first episode, and then you see later, and then you see last week they got it even better. Every moment these two get it on. I feel like I'm sorry. Every time these two get it on, I feel like this year rom-com, like the rom-coms this season, they can't hit it off like these two hit it off. You know what I mean? Like they are really going at it. I mean, yeah, it's their summertime. It's they going together. I mean, they share the same bathtub together. They share the same bathtub together. They share the open bath together in their rooms. Not to mention they share the same bed together. These two got it on, and I applaud for that. It's funny because, again, this is one rom-com this season that nobody cannot match with this one. I feel like I don't want to say like the what's that show I said? Oh yeah, I fell in love with my girlfriend and she's annoying. Like I don't think it's gonna one up that show. Because this show particularly is one adult rom-com that is so rare to watch. You don't see this often, where these two hate each other and they smashing. While as other rom-coms, you don't really see that point. Like, a little different. But this right here, this is sweet, it's romantic. Everything about this adult rom-com speaks for itself. Two people that don't like each other, but inside they love each other so much that they live in together, they share a bath together, they share a bed together. They express their feelings through thick and thin. Showing everybody knows, and us know, there could be the best couple this year. This winter of 2025. And I'm one of those guys who look at them and say, you know what? I won't see any problems. I want to say that, but I don't want to jinx it because we're in episode 5 and there's more episodes along the way. Hopefully I don't want to say they're going to break up. I hope not. I know they're going to get married. I want them to get married. I want them to break the shackles and tell everybody they like each other. Those kind of things. But it's those moments that make you like, oh my God, they will work through the bones. Just like in this episode where Yui was supposed to pack up for her trip, but she didn't have time. She felt that she might miss it, and then all the office workers do it. But leave it to Matsugu to like be a supportive boyfriend by going to the office and even helped out because they planned this trip together and they want to have the best time of their life. So after their whole summer, after their whole vacation of fun, frolicking, sightseeing, etc., all of that. Once they got back to the office, it's kind of like, oh my God, I forgot they didn't know that. Because you got to remember, he lied about the trip. He's like, it'll be a family vacation, but Yui also went on the trip too. So it's like sightseeing on the food because one of her office workers love food. She's a food Instagrammer. When she see the food and taste it, she's like posting it. So kind of blended in. But overall though, this was a very sweet episode. Very good episode. It was one of the, like if you ask me more romantic, this episode was more romantic than it is comedy. I feel like this episode was 80% of its 80 to 85% of romance, while the other percentage is all comedy. But they showed us more of these two, Yui and Matsugu's relationship, grow even more. And even though it's a secret in the office, it's safe to say that these two will get it on even more. Not only that, I do see more futures along the way with these two. So thank you for watching my review of Can You Keep a Secret episode 5. And remember, Thursday I will do the Okinawa anime because I'm going to watch it tonight to see what it is. And I'll look for photos. Also, the tying knot with the Amigami sister. I'll look into that this Friday as well. Man, I got a lot of rom-coms to catch up on. It's not even funny. So stay tuned for next week.